Jason. I hear you and Keisha are going to have a strategy session.
Yeah, she says we need a battle plan.
Oh, you expect the worst.
Shouldn't we, Grimmy?
I don't presume to give you any more advice on this girl.
Fair enough, but you should know that I want to tell Daddy as pleasantly as possible, and then we're leaving for Paris.
Yeah, Ned has the plane on call.
Just like that.
There's no point in dragging it out. The only question is when Dad's going to get here.
Well, I expect him around dinner time.
Okay. Well, I think it would be a good idea to let him eat and relax for a while before hitting him with this.
Very good. Smart move.
Do you want me here?
I think I should speak to him alone first, but I sure could use you nearby. Just to lend some of that handsome, solid presence of yours when the time's right.
Okay, just tell me when you want me.
So you're just feeding it to him little by little.
Right.
It's a very wise move, you know.
You know your father very well.
I've had plenty of practice.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, Mama.
Hi, David. How you doing?
None the worse for wear.
Look at that.
Daddy!
Keisha,
Hi.
sweetheart.
We weren't expecting you till dinner.
You said it was important, so I cleared the decks and got myself up here. So, what's this all about?
You've always been a man in a hurry, David.
Daddy, may I introduce Jason Quartermain? Jason, this is my father.
How do you do, sir?
I do well, thank you. Now, I certainly recognize your last name, but I also recognize your first, Jason. You're on the board of the Charles Street Foundation.
Yes, sir. So's my brother, AJ.
Jason's been involved in the Bradley Ward house and the fight against the incinerator since the very beginning.
Even though it was your family's business.
Yes, sir. I disagreed with him.
Jason's been a very good friend to Charles Street. And to me.
Uh-huh. You go to PCU?
Pre-med.
I see. And am I right to assume that you're involved in some way with the situation that brought me here?
Yes, sir, you can say that.
So?
Daddy, maybe this should wait until after you've had a chance to rest up after your trip.
If I wanted to rest, sweetheart, I'd have stayed at home.
Okay. Okay, well, here goes. Daddy? Jason and I are going to Paris together over spring break.
You're what?
So thanks to Jason, I won't have to pay for airfare either way. And I have enough money saved up to afford a hotel in the student quarter, where rates are a lot lower. We don't have to eat in four-star restaurants. And we'll walk everywhere. It's the only way to see Paris anyway, right? Daddy, it's 1 week.
Keisha, when I agreed to let you stay here with your grandmother, it was because you said you needed space in a no-pressure environment so you could figure out what you wanted to do with your life. I expected you to be studying, taking your education seriously. But now you say you're flying off to Paris in a private jet in the middle of the term. This is exactly the kind of thing that made me hesitate to allow you to stay in Port Charles in the first place. This is a betrayal of our agreement, Keisha.
No, it's not, Daddy. I have been studying hard. I've done all the required work. And my grades are good. And school's closed at spring break.
Your responsibilities don't end simply because school's closed.
This trip is a way of continuing education. Paris is full of history, Daddy. I want to learn about it.
With all due respect to Jason's character, I think this trip has less to do with learning about Paris than it has with learning about each other.
You know, I could have lied to you. I could have told you I was traveling with some girlfriends. But I have too much respect for you and for Grammy to do that. So I'm trying to do the responsible thing by telling you where I'm going and with whom.
And that's supposed to make it all right?
There's nothing wrong with going to Paris, Daddy. So I'm going. Now you know. Jason, I'll be packing.
Mr. Ward, may I explain? You see, this trip came about because, well, I'm a history nut. I've been to Paris many times. I was in school in Switzerland. But I went back with my French class a couple months ago. And I came home more in love with it than ever. The history came alive for me this time. And Keisha caught the bug. We both got kind of passionate about it.
I believe passion's the motive, all right. But I doubt that French history has much to do with it.
It's your prerogative, sir.
This would explain your involvement with the Foundation.
David, no.
No, it's
Jason,
it's all right. It's
I
all
don't
right,
think-
Mary May. It's true. My feelings for Keisha, my respect for her came before I got involved with the Foundation. My interest in all of Charles Street started with Keisha. But since then, I've learned a lot about the value of community from Mrs. Warden Justice. And all I'm doing is trying to use those things I've learned and put them into action. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help Keisha back.
Did I blow that as bad as I think I did?
You've had finer moments.
Should I lie to her? Should I tell her I think it's a good idea when I know perfectly well it'll lead to nothing but trouble? Should I be easy about this, Mama? After everything I've learned this past year about you and Edward Quartermain and Bradley, should I be pleased that my daughter's getting involved with another Quartermain?
Look, don't think I haven't voiced the same concern to Keisha on more than one occasion.
But she's gone on it.
Yeah, but you can't argue with her taste. I mean, Jason's a good soul. He's solid, intelligent, and a responsible young man.
And a Quartermain.
But as unlike a Quartermain as anybody can get.
You know how I feel. I don't want you to do this.
And you know how I feel. I'm gonna go.
I behaved badly before.
Got that right.
But Keisha, sweetheart, this trip appears to me to have serious overtones and implications I don't think you've addressed.
Teddy, you're wrong. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Going to Paris.
Yeah. Right now, our plane's waiting for us.
Well, I hope to see you again under easier circumstances. Goodbye, Mary May.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Safe trip.